What's going on, guys? We're back here with another video. We're gonna be continuing off where we left off on Line Wait, and it's a bad time to have that pause like that. But hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And until then, guys, we're gonna continue off where we left.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
One weird poem. I kind of read it in my mind. If y'all ever see it yet, y'all can read it, but it's still weird as hell. All right, let's continue where we going.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath.
Who was he chasing?
Eyes of the victim staring at
It's a
something
good question, I just saw him running.
Making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Okay. Word of gun. Let's see what we can find.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Gonna go back outside. That's a good question.
On the letter, I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of my place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time.
I have a feeling I have to take it.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing?
What the heck?
Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
The dark place.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed.
So what
And
did
that
this
put her
dude
in
do?
danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
But they accusing him of a lot of things. I haven't played the first one, guys, but it seems like he's going through a lot. Just gonna have to head up there and see what's going on. It's very becoming a mystery. What the heck? Elimination 3, haunting.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
That is very, very creepy. Like, as soon as you open the door, the camera goes off.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Scratch is you, dude.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
You won't know.
This symbol wasn't here before.
At least I don't see no shadow.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
I gotta find a memory card. He sure is talking about a dark place. There it is.
Alice's memory card.
There go the memory card. Alright, let's go put it in there and see what we can find.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
Caused the relationship to break up, huh?
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong.
That sounds about right.
Then he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night.
Uh-oh.
Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Don't tell me that cult got him
He always
possessed.
did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes.
Oh, dang.
Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art.
That's why she had the camera at the elevator.
My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Dang. That's
I'm calling
cold.
this exhibit The Dark Place.
So basically, it's based off of their relationship.
Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Okay, so basically, you just made the whole relationship toxic to the point he felt like her life was on the line.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
What the heck? What happened to him? Oh my God. The heck? we gonna continue to see what's happened. Oh man. Oh, he's back. Yeah, we back
Okay,
where we was at.
let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan.
For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
I would take his advice.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Oh.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Shouldn't spend time on old questions. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Yeah, we need to find the cult ASAP.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
So they was bringing that dude back to life.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Be holding the information.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Hey.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Probably so, but he holding information that we need to know.
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now,
He
this
did
is
have.
all I have. Be careful with them.
Don't disappear,
Inside the
girl.
trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the cult of the tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Oh, dang.
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Oh. So when I go up in here, I can switch. let's do some of her story, because we've been on Alan for a minute.
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Past favorite Deer Fest